Hey everyone, I received all your comments asking, could you do it for the Clash Lane? Next to see Clash Lane counter picks. Please do Clash Lane next. Well, here it is. But hold up, I have to be honest with you all. It's been a long time since I didn't play the Clash Lane, so I might be a bit rusty and make some mistakes. If there are any Clash Lane pro players out here, please share some advice or suggestions if I've said something wrong. I would really appreciate it. Of course, I did a lot of homework to ensure the counters worked and were effective in my sharing. Why sound so serious? As you know, Clash Lane is often in a 1 versus 1 situation, sometimes even in the whole game. Why does this happen? This is due to the jungle and mages. They are afraid that enemy marksmen will be successful in farming. Therefore, they need to often focus on helping the farm lane, then accidentally ignore assists Clash Lane and fend for themselves. So most of the time, Clash Lane players tend to be more skilled and resilient than other lane players, with good awareness and technique. Here is a warning to mage players. Beware of Clash Lane players, and don't simply go 1 versus 1 to them without your teammate's support, or you might get crushed easily. They would say, don't bother me. I want 1 versus 1 with the fighter. Respect to all Clash Lane players out there. Therefore, choosing the right hero counter will be crucial in the Clash Lane. A sentence, there's a saying, well, choosing the right hero wins you half the match.
Okay.
Today, I'm going to share the Clash Lane heroes counter picks chain. Lastly, before we start, again to avoid some misunderstanding, I need to emphasize the rules of hero counters. It is not one hero who only can counter one hero. There can be one hero who can counter multiple heroes and be countered by multiple heroes as well. For example, Lung not only can be countered by Lady Sun, but he can be countered by Diren Jie and Consort Yu as well. But in this video, I'll stick to one-to-one hero counters. This is what we call a hero's counter picks chain. Without further ado, let's dive in. If the enemy picks Lu Bu, we should pick Li Xin. Li Xin has 2 forms. In order to be easy to call, we just say Light Xin and Dark Xin. Both forms are great in lane control. Light Xin attack range and burst damage can suppress Lu Bu's development. However, for Dark Xin can be more advantageous to dealing with Lu Bu even in the early stage or end of the stage. Dark Xin can use the first skill speed and immunity to avoid Lu Bu ultimate, then suddenly U-turn gives Lu Bu some surprise to take him down. If the enemy picks Li Xin, we should pick Yao. As we know Light Xin, all 3 skills need to be aiming direction and targeted out. Yao is highly mobile and can easily dodge Light Xin targeted skills. For against Dark Xin, Yao agility allows him to tease him, pull away, and come back to fight. The most important reason why Li Xin is unable to fight with Yao is due to Li Xin qualifies as a squishy fighter, and Yao possesses high burst damage, therefore Yao can easily kill Li Xin in seconds. If the enemy picks Yao, we should pick Charlotte. I do had share these 2 heroes in my other video, Jungle Heroes counter picks as well. But here we will focus on Clash Lane's perspective to counter the hero. Charlotte passive and ultimate can reduce movement and attack speed, and crucially, things are reduce enemies' damage. Therefore, in nature, Yao burst damage, and ability will be seriously sanctioned by Charlotte's skills. Besides that, although Yao has a lot of dashes, however, Charlotte can auto dash lock to the enemies. Therefore, Yao is not easy to escape from Charlotte's hands. If the enemy picks Charlotte, we should pick Ata. Ata does not need movement speed, attack speed, and high damage. Ata just focuses on healing, sustaining, and slowly killing down enemies. Although Charlotte's skills mechanics are almost the same as Ata, but Ata will be more better than Charlotte in skills mechanics. Why do I say like that? Watch this, you will know the answer. see they both fight from morning until night. Ata health point is still in full, but Charlotte health point is in the adverse stage. In conclusion, Ata is a more sustainable fight than Charlotte due to their skills mechanics.
You have slain an enemy.
If the enemy picks Ata, we should pick Allian. Allian passive grows stronger over time when during the fighting, Allian opens his ultimate with a click on the item of Blood Rage, a high shield which makes Ata limit in healing. Oh yes, remember to bring Execute as well. Execute Specialist in dealing those heroes with very tank, can healing, or with a lot of shield. Once Ata health point is lower than 16%, direct click Execute to take him down. If the enemy picks Allian, we should pick Heino. Heino first skill distance was very far with his second skill dash, can easily maintain a distance between Allian and continue output his first skill in last forcing Allian to retreat. If the enemy picks Heino, we should pick Mayene. Here's some tips for you. You just need to remember this set of combo skills. Click your ultimate first, then 1-2, A1-2, A1-2, A, a total of 3 times. Very easy to remember, right? After this set of combo skills, mostly Heino is unable to afford the damage, then we can continue with our Execute to eliminate Heino. This combo skill can automatically lock on enemies, therefore we do not need to worry about Heino's second skill dash to escape. You might say Heino can ultimately respawn his health, but don't worry, our ultimate cooldown is shorter than Heino ultimate. Besides that, once Heino uses his ultimate to respawn, we can use our second skill, whether retreat or continue the pursuit. If the enemy picks Mayene, we should pick Arthur. Arthur first skill Silence and ultimate can disrupt Mayene combo skills. Plus, Arthur chasing ability is not that bad because the first skill can speed up and dash attack. Therefore, Mayene's second skill jumping to escape is not that much work when facing Arthur. As we all know Arthur, this hero very ordinary and boring hero, but Arthur can make you become ordinary as well. If the enemy picks Arthur, we should pick Fuzi. Fuzi is one of the solo king. Fuzi damage output relies on his basic attacks, therefore unaffected so much by Arthur's silent skills. Besides that, Fuzi's second skill can reduce the enemy's damage, which can counter Arthur attack outlasting. You can see, I let Arthur attack me even until half health point, but I still can counter attack easily.
Arthur, you're still too young enough.
If the enemy picks Fuzi, we should pick Dun. Dun is also one of the solo kings, as we all know why Fuzi can be very sustained during team fights, especially 1-by-1. This is due to Fuzi's second skill can reduce enemies 60% of damage, and his passive basic attack can reduce Fuzi's second skill cooldown. Therefore, he can keep clicking the second skill to reduce the damage. So sometimes you will get confused as to why Fuzi can sustain so long. Now you know it. So in order to counter Fuzi, we need some heroes who can stun him with some burst damage or true damage. Come to Dun. Dun control skills can limit Fuzi basic attacks, preventing him from reducing his second skill. Plus, Dun's second skill will provide true damage as well. So in nature, Dun's skills are the best counter Fuzi skills. And the last thing is, in the early fight you might discover Dun seems like we'll lose Fuzi, but don't forget Dun passive skill. When his health reaches 50%, he will be healing a lot. Therefore, in sustaining the fight, Fuzi is totally unable to win Dun. If the enemy picks Dun, we should pick Kaizer and Although just now we had mentioned Fuzi and done his solo king, but they both only can become the second solo king, not the first one. The first solo king will be absolutely Kaizer. Kaizer's the top duelist. With his ultimate invincible, possesses extremely high bursts of critical damage and extremely tank. So I believe when Kaizer is under invincible warriors, no other's heroes can standing there one by one to take down Kaizer. So come to done, it will be the same conclusion. No matter done have stun or true damage, still unable to afford Kaizer invincible damage.
Slain an enemy.
If the enemy picks Kaizer, we should pick Guan Yu. Here, I believe some of the Clash Lane players might disagree. Hold on, don't shoot me first. Listen to my explain first. During my Jungle Heroes counter picks video sharing, I had mentioned Luna can counter Kaizer. That is due to Luna can fly here and fly there. Therefore, Luna can wait for Kaizer, ultimate is over, then counterattack Kaizer. The core conclusion is we just need to avoid facing Kaizer invincible form attack. So same with Guan Yu, we can play Guan Yu as usual, using charge stance as a first skill to attack Kaizer or basic attack him. But need to remember not to simply use second when facing Kaizer, because once Kaizer uses his second skill knockback us, then now is our showtime. We direct click second skill to immune the knockback, direct start our GTR engine, and switch on the power speed mode. Keep knocking back Kaizer into our tower or teammate area. Mostly Kaizer ultimate is over, we still can continue to knock back him. If the enemy picks Guan Yu, we should pick Mulan. Guan Yu has GTR, our Mulan has a bulldozer. Mulan's silence passive and control can disrupt Guan Yu charge stance and second skill as well, and Mulan heavy sword form provides resistance against Guan Yu knockback. So in nature, Mulan's skills totally can counter Guan Yu's skills. So GTR and bulldozer, which one tank? If the enemy picks Mulan, we should pick Cao Cao. Cao Cao ultimately provides control immunity and healing, which can counter Mulan heavy sword form control. Mulan is not suitable for sustaining a fight, but Cao Cao is good at sustaining a fight. Besides that, Cao Cao first skill has 3 dashes, therefore he can chase Mulan if Mulan is trying to escape.
Slain an enemy.
If the enemy picks Cao Cao, we should pick Nezha. Nezha passive and skills deal true damage over time and reduce enemies' health recovery with the item of Blazing Cape, which is the core item for Nezha, dealing double burn damage for the enemies, effectively neutralizing Cao Cao's sustained fight and his ultimate health recovery.
Slain an enemy.
If the enemy picks Nezha, we should pick Sun Ce. Sun Ce has high damage and mobility in the early stage. One set of combo skills can make Nezha low health. Besides that, when Nezha takes a helicopter to assist his teammate, Sun Ce can take his motorboat to join the team fight as well. Plus, when Sun Ce passes through mid lane, he can take a little sister together and join the team fight to increase the win in the team fight. If the enemy picks Sun Ce, we should pick Lian Bo. Lian Bo has a lot of immune skills, and his passive can reduce enemies' damage and increase his damage and attack speed. Therefore, Sun Ce control becomes ineffective when facing Lian Bo, these immune heroes. Besides that, when Sun Ce want to take his motorboat to assist his teammate, Lian Bo can stop him with his first or second skills, become an anchor. If the enemy picks Lian Bo, we should pick Biron. Lian Bo damage is not as much as Biron health recovery. No matter how Lian Bo works so hard to output all his damage to Biron, Biron just clicks the first skill and can recover instantly what Lian Bo has damaged. Continues with his ultimate gain, a lot of shields, giving Lian Bo despair. If If the enemy picks Biron, we should pick Menki. Menki can constantly refresh his first skill shields by basic attack to reduce the cooldown. Biron first skill recovery is not enough to afford Menki constant attack, so Menki just stood there, kept basic attack, and clicked first skill enough. No need for any technical skills required. Besides that, Biron hard to escape due to Menki ultimate ability to chase him. If the enemy picks Menki, we should pick Jian. Jian really is nemesis to Menki. Why do I say that? After watching this, you will get the answer. Do you get the answer? This is because one Jiang's second skill hit Menki will be effective his true damage. Just now we mentioned Menki can refresh his shield constantly. However, Jian true damage can ignore Menki's shields. Besides that, Jian first skill is able to mark Menki. When Menki tries to use his ultimate escape, Jian can dash to Menki and finish him off. If the enemy picks Jian, we should pick Xiang. Xiang very tank, and second skill healing make him a nightmare for Jian. Although Jian has true damage, but Xiang tank and healing are enough to afford Jian all damage. You can see they both fight from morning until night. Jian still unable to take Xiang down, but we can see Xiang can take down Jian in a sustained fight. Question comes, what if the enemy picks Xiang? What should we pick? Dharma, Lian, Ukyo Techibana, or others heroes? Leave a comment below with your suggestions. Let's discuss it together.
Okay.
Let's make a conclusion for the Clash Lane Heroes Counter Pick Guide. In my opinion, in playing Clash Lane, picking the hero counter is more important than other lanes, as we had mentioned earlier. Most of the time, Clash Lane is 1 versus 1, therefore hero counter can give more advantages. Last but not least, I need to make it clear, picking the counter hero doesn't guarantee you a win. It's crucial to understand enemies' heroes' skills, need more practice, and know how to counter the enemy's moves. Improve your technical gameplay skills. These all are very important. Hero counters only can give you an edge, but overall strategy and team composition are key. I'll be making a support hero counter chain next, so stay tuned if you are a support player. If you found this video helpful, please give a like and subscribe. Your support is my motivation. I'm WhiteCoffee, a friendly gamer, and like to talk nonsense. See you in the next video. Bye bye.